Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and in this video, I'm going to give you guys a woman's perspective on some grooming mistakes men make that can unintentionally make you look a little bit older. But before we dive in, I also want to start by saying that aging is a privilege. It's something that we should all be thankful for, as not everyone gets to experience it. That said, there are certain habits that might just be aging you prematurely or taking away from your youthful energy, and the good news is they're completely avoidable. Today, I'll be breaking down a few common grooming missteps and sharing some tips to help you maintain a fresh, vibrant look while embracing the aging process gracefully. I think that's the key word here. So the first thing is overgrown or unkempt facial hair. Now, don't get me wrong, a well-groomed beard can look great, but when it starts to get scruffy or uneven, it can really add years to your appearance. If your facial hair is patchy or a little bit unruly, you might want to just consider trimming it regularly and keeping things tidy. I think the same thing rings true for the hair on your head as well. If you keep up with it and you get those regular trims, it'll definitely contribute to you looking more refreshed and younger. So this one is pretty self-explanatory. Just keep things tidy and you'll be good to go. The next thing here is ignoring hand and nail care. Women notice your hands, as I've said so many times before. Rough, dry hands or dirty, untrimmed nails can just give an impression of neglect, which can age you. Regularly moisturizing your hands and keeping your nails trimmed and clean can add a youthful, polished vibe. Now, I know some of you work with your hands and they might be rough from that, or even something like working out. This makes total sense, but just do your best to take care of them. I also know a lot of you hate to use lotion, but I would really recommend getting over that and start moisturizing. Now, our hands are a part of our body that tend to age quickly because of the sun exposure and the thinner skin on the top of your hands. So keeping your hands moisturized will help, but if you want to go even further here, consider an SPF hand lotion. Think about the way that your hands are exposed to the sun in something like your everyday routine, say driving, for example. Wearing some sort of sun protection, whether it be that SPF lotion that I mentioned or some sort of driving glove, will help protect your hands from excessive sun damage. This is something that I've started doing as well as I get older, and I'm just trying to have my hands look as good as they can for as long as possible. So I know that my hands are going to look older eventually, but if I can do things now to help my hands look better long term, I'm gonna do it. Whether you do it is totally up to you, but just thought I would share my knowledge. Okay, next is a pretty obvious one, and that is not moisturizing or using sun protection. This mistake is probably one of the more common ones. I think not moisturizing or using sunscreen is something that so many men are currently doing. This is such an easy fix, but so many guys just skip it. Dry, tired-looking skin can age you pretty quickly. I think incorporating a good moisturizer and an SPF into your daily routine is going to help your skin stay hydrated, smooth, and protected from sun damage, which again causes premature aging. Another thing here is do not skip your lips. Chapped, dry lips can make you look tired or older. Regularly using a lip balm, especially one with something like an SPF, can help your lips look healthy and hydrated, which is a small but important detail that women do notice. So you can't be doing your whole face and then skipping your lips. Make sure you're putting on some sort of lip balm. The lip balm that you choose is completely up to you, but just make sure you're using something so you don't look dry and cracked and sort of like the SpongeBob in the Pinky Up episode where he's dying for a glass of water. One thing you absolutely need to start doing is implementing a quality skincare routine, which you can do with the help of today's sponsor, Tiege Hanley. Too many men are not doing this, and it legitimately only adds a few minutes to your daily routine. So start making it one of your positive habits that is going to keep you looking younger. Tiege Hanley simplifies this process. They provide you with all the products you need and nothing that you don't. I recommend you start with their Level 1 system, which comes with all of the basics: a daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20, and a PM moisturizer. This is not something that you want to put off because prevention is key. Your future self with skin that looks better than every other guy who didn't take my advice will be thankful. Tiege wants to make it a no-brainer for you to get started on your skincare journey, and because Tiege is sponsoring this video, they're offering my viewers a great deal. Just click the first link down in the description to get 40% off of your first skincare system and a free gift. Plus, as a member, you'll also get 20% off for life. And one of their newer gift options is the silicone body scrubber. I use one of these instead of a loofah, and it is far superior. So click that first link down in the description and get started on your skincare journey today. On to number 4 here. Another big mistake is neglecting your eyebrows, nose, and ear hair. As men age, hair tends to grow in places that you might not have had to worry about when you were younger. This includes your eyebrows, your nose, and your ears, even something like moles. I know that's unpleasant to say, but it's just the reality. Letting these areas go can quickly make you look unkempt and older than you actually are. So make sure to groom these areas regularly as well, the same that you would do with your facial hair and the hair on your head. Grooming isn't just about your face though, body hair matters too. Uneven or unkempt body hair like on your chest, on your back, can come across as careless and add years to your appearance. Keeping it trimmed and neat is going to give a more maintained, youthful appearance. I'm sure a lot of you feel like it sure would be nice if all this new hair found a way to your head instead of your back. Totally up to you on how you handle this and how far you go with this. I personally think chest hair can look really masculine, but maybe just make sure it doesn't get too unruly and crazy. Okay, next is using the wrong hair products or none at all. As you age, your hair changes. Maybe it's getting thinner, maybe you're starting to see some grays. Sticking with those same products that you used in your teens and your 20s might just not work anymore. Over-gelling, for example, can make thinning hair look even worse. Instead, try using products that add volume or control your frizz. It can make all of the difference. The products that you use are so important, and really making sure that you use something specific for your hair. I'd also recommend making sure that if you're going to be putting heat on your hair, like a blow dryer for example, make sure that you're using some sort of heat protectant so that your hair doesn't fall out or get damaged. Next is one of my favorite topics, which is ignoring dental care. Another thing that can age you quickly is ignoring teeth whitening or dental care in general. As we get older, our teeth naturally yellow, so skipping regular dental care or not doing anything about yellowing teeth can just make you look a lot older. Now, I know people have mixed opinions on whitening, but I think at a minimum, you need to make sure that you're doing the basics to take care of your smile. A bright, healthy smile goes such a long way in maintaining a youthful appearance, so do not overlook this. Now, my dentist, for example, often posts before and afters on her Instagram page, and it is wild how drastic of a difference it can make in someone's perceived age when their smile is even just a teeny bit whiter. So this does make a difference. And if you continue to ignore your dental hygiene, it is not going to get any better. Make sure you're flossing every day, consider switching to an electric toothbrush, use a toothpaste that aligns with your needs. One of my favorite things also is a tongue scraper, which if you do not currently use, you need to start using one. You will be shocked when you see what comes off of your tongue, and a lot of the time this is what is causing your bad breath. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. And bad breath is not making you come across any younger, so you need to be using a tongue scraper. And I'm aware that a lot of whitening products out there can damage your enamel, so just be mindful of this and do your own research to find something that's going to work for you. I personally use a whitening toothpaste in the morning only, and then before I go to bed, I use one that is better for my gum health and my teeth health in general. So I only use that whitening toothpaste once a day. What you do is totally up to you, but just wanted to share a personal example. You don't need to only be using whitening toothpaste. You can use other types too that are going to better align with your dental needs. And lastly here we have wearing too much fragrance. Now I know this one might seem a little bit surprising, but wearing an overpowering or outdated scent can instantly make you come off as older. More than just a fragrance smelling outdated though, it really comes down to the amount that you're spraying. Less is often more when it comes to fragrance, and overdoing it isn't doing you or anyone in your vicinity any favors. A few sprays will often do the trick. I also need to mention that many fragrances can disrupt your hormones, which isn't great for your overall health either. Some of those synthetic fragrances also contain chemicals known as phthalates, which can act as endocrine disruptors. These chemicals may interfere with hormone production and regulation, potentially leading to negative effects on reproductive health, energy levels, and your mood. Certainly not helping you look any younger or refreshed, in my opinion. Now, I won't get too far in the weeds in this video, but I've really cut back on how much I wear fragrances because of this, and I'm being more picky about the fragrances that I am wearing. In moderation, I think fragrance can enhance your personal style and your overall look, but being mindful of quality ingredients and the amount used is key to avoiding these potential downsides. So guys, there you have it. These are just a few grooming mistakes that could be aging you. Remember, the goal is to embrace aging, but do it in a way that keeps you feeling and looking refreshed. I think it ultimately comes down to making sure that no matter what your age is, you still take the time to take care of yourself. There are so many fascinating advancements in the world of anti-aging and longevity. It's something that I am very into on a personal level. So if you guys would want to see more content from me about that, or even wellness in general, I would love to talk more about it. So let me know down in the comments if you would be interested in hearing more about that. If you like this video or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to stay in the loop for when I release new content. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me over on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys over on there as well. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.